Welcome to another day of Veda, and it's a Monday here, and had a pretty good start to the day, a few little dishes to clean up, and I'm loving the way the house feels, back with the yellow, putting the few finishing touches. I love the mirror, it goes perfect with the hutch, and this picture here was a wedding gift many years ago, and when we moved into this house, I had it in the basement, and then when we painted the main floor and did a different color scheme, I knew that would fit perfectly here. And it was from my godparents, and the two chairs out on the dock. It reminds me of somewhere I used to go whenever I was a child, but just thinking about all of the years of being married and raising a family, I think it's really beautiful, and I love looking up at it. So I took a little bit of time this morning to get organized, make some lists. It's nice today, but it definitely feels like spring. It's a little bit gray, but it's supposed to get nicer as the day goes on. Linus is curled up, having a little snooze. And the living room, I'm liking it. The pillows, everything is working out. And I love the bench too, with my little rabbits. And I have my Pioneer Woman magazines all in here. Took the tablecloths out, put them in the basement, and now I have a place for all my Pioneer Women magazines. I tried a couple things that didn't work, and then in here is just kind of some cookbooks, my mom's recipe cards, ones I want to keep, ones that are like church cookbooks, and ones of my mom's, and then that bin there needs to be decluttered still, but we're getting there, and I'm still trying to figure out what pictures I want to put in the frames, but I'm going to take my time. My focus today is to really do a lot of computer work for catching up on Veda, getting ahead, and then also having the week planned out. There's a lot going on. Easter is next weekend, and I just want to make sure that I have a few little things to do every day and not let it get away from me, and just finding that balance in everything in life. So I'm going to take my list, I'm going to take my pen, I'll get all of my papers and everything down with me. I got a coffee, so I'm going to spend a pretty good portion of my morning in my office, and came up, did a few things, had to change the pillow cover. There was something on it. I need to deal with the cranberry bread. I took the buns out for dinner tonight. I cleaned up some things for lunch, so I need to rotate the dishes and all of that, and I did pretty good. I got almost everything that I needed to get done, and just really keep it simple. Do what needs to be done, make a plan, keep it realistic, and that's one of the things, is just making sure that what's on your to-do list is things that need to be done, and then I have like kind of an ongoing to-do list. So I'm changing a few things. I'm not doing the broccoli salad. I'm going to do a different salad for dinner. I have a little bit of food prep to do. I did do an IKEA order, and it has like a $5 pickup. It will be in next week, so I'll talk a little bit more about it. I just have some other things that I need to start getting done, just with the changing of the weather and some things I need to order for other responsibilities. It really was just a boring day, but it was all these little things that I knew would make my week a lot better if I got it done. So I kind of did a little bit of a meal plan, keeping it really simple. The Spring Baking Championship is on tonight. The Handmaid's Tale, we have a French and English debate this week for our election here in Canada, so I want to pay a little bit of attention to it. And then there's a few hockey games that I'm kind of following too, just to see who's going to play who in the playoffs. And when it comes to playoff hockey, it is some of the best hockey. So I have a few little things that I'm hoping to get done today to finish everything off for Easter. And if it gets done, it gets done. And if it doesn't, it's okay, because it's still not quite feeling like spring. Like, we're having some pretty cool days and cool nights. So I want to do it when it's ready. Like, I'm not ready to switch out the bedding and everything yet, because it's still pretty cold at night, but I'm very happy with everything that I got done. And I've been playing around with lipstick. I'm going to do a voiceover because I kind of rambled on here a little bit, and after it passes for a couple of days, there's more things I kind of want to talk about. This was a different lipstick that I had that I really liked, so I put that on. And this morning, I was doing really good, but I ran into some technical difficulties, kind of like I did last week, and I didn't let it bother me. I just kind of worked through it. Then I was kind of paying attention to a little bit of what was going on in the news and everything, and I'm just like, don't let it bother you. Let it go. Get back on track, because it's really important to have a really good Monday to get everything done that needs to be done. And that was the strategy. The next day, I just needed to be in the right mindset to make the day go really well. There was lots of things that were out of my control, and I wanted to be on top of everything. So this Monday was very, very important for me to get all of the little things done, catch up on a bunch of stuff, and then just kind of have a strategy of what we're going to do for Easter. I want to do something special, but I also want to keep it really, really easy. I think the older I get, the more I just want to enjoy that quality time that we have together for holidays. And especially when my mom comes to our home, I just want to be in the moment and watch, Lawrence Welk and the Easter bonnets and all of that. I just want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing. So you might not see a lot of everything this week, but believe me, everything that I'm doing is to make it the best Easter that I can for my family. So anyways, I just wanted to check in with all of you. It's been a good day, and now I want to share a little bit about coloring. I wanted to get my April sheet done, so I finished it up today. There wasn't too much left to do on it, but very spring-like, so I'm happy. So I'm going to put that in. And then I did share with you that I got a Cozy Girl spring coloring book, and I was just going through it, just doing a picture. It was so kind of quick and easy, it was very satisfying. But then it was kind of getting boring, just the big pictures and everything. There wasn't a lot of different things that I was trying. So I got to the point where I'm okay, I want to try something different. So I got halfway through this, and then I decided to try a new book, Girl Moments, Cute and Comfy Coloring Book. And I want to do it page by page. So the first page, I'm still kind of working on it, just with different colors. So I just want to finish up the little rack here and their hat rack. But then this here has all of these different scenes, and that's really what I want to try to get into. How do you do wallpaper? How can you do hardwood floors and all of that? So if you go on to TikTok and you write Girl Moments coloring book, you'll see so many different designs, and that's really what I want to do. Is I want to start challenging myself a little bit more as a hobby, and not just kind of pounding through all of these simple coloring books. They're very satisfying, but now I want it to take me 3, 4, a whole week or two to do one picture and really get the satisfaction from it. So this is just a starting point, and then eventually I think just printing off pictures or buying just a few of them and then making my own kind of memory thing of it. So I'm still playing around with it, but I just thought I'd share it with you because I know a lot of you really like to see what I'm coloring. So this Girl Moments, Cute and Comfy, I guess it's really, really popular. And then the Cozy Girl Spring. This one here was just really simple. And I use alcohol markers. I just usually get them at Winners or HomeSense. They're a little bit more affordable, but it's been nice to use a lot of different colors that I didn't use during fall and winter. It's time to make the glaze for my cranberry loaf. I'll put the video down below. I have a whole video for it. But I thrifted this sifter, and it's the first time I'm using it. And that's one of the things is every time I use icing sugar, it's always big and clumpy and there's lumps in it. So this took a little bit of time, but I really like the way that it came out. So I'm using half a cup of icing sugar or something. I half the recipe because it's only half a loaf, and then I put just orange juice in it. I would like to have had fresh squeezed orange juice, but I didn't have any oranges, and a little bit of orange zest, but I just mixed it up. I ended up having to add a little bit more orange juice in, and I really just wanted to drizzle it over because I used frozen cranberries for this loaf, and I used a lot, and it's very tart. So I knew that the sweetness of the drizzle on top would balance it all out. So I'm just putting it on, letting it drizzle all down, letting it form up, and then I wanted to put it somewhere, so I just wanted to make sure that the dome fit over it, and it did. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that on the little dome, and I'm just taking the chicken and I'm cutting it up for dinner tonight. I'm just keeping it really simple tonight with a cold dinner. We're just having chicken sandwiches. And that's one of the things I want to do as I get more organized is I wish that this chicken would have been marinated. I had to defrost it and then marinate it. So any chicken that I buy from now on, I want to make sure that I have it seasoned, and I'll, cut to what I want it to be, whether it be for fajitas or on the barbecue, and have a little bit more organized. And that's one of the things, like when you do a great big grocery shop and all of that and you're not organized, it can get away from you, and then you kind of waste time. So I am using Becel margarine because it spreads easily. So my husband likes that on his sandwich, and then for Andrew and I am just doing Miracle Whip, a little bit of it on here. I know some people like mayonnaise. My mom always had Miracle Whip, but in the summertime she would make homemade mayonnaise for all of the things with the garden and all that. So I don't know, that's what I grew up with, but I never really ate the real mayonnaise. I didn't like the taste of it. So I'm just doing chicken sandwiches, and I have like lettuce to go on it, and just keeping it really simple with the sides too. I knew that Andrew would eat this, and I knew it'd be a quick, easy cleanup for us tonight. And I think that's one of the things, is as the days get longer, I just don't want to be stuck in the kitchen all evening cleaning up a great big mess and everything. Like in the wintertime, it was fine because it was dark. We didn't have a lot and everything going on. But now, like, I want my time to be used wisely and enjoy it. So I'm just cutting up the sandwiches, and Steve and I are having the kale salad. I had some grapes for Andrew, and then I put some of those little Pringles puffs or something like that on there, and just keeping it really easy. Like, these salad kits are really nice to have for this time of the year. And the kale one, we always really like it. Then I didn't know which one had the butter on it, so I think I figured it out. So anyways, I'm just keeping it really, really simple for dinner tonight. Everybody ate it. It's not the perfect meal. Like, I didn't make the homemade buns, but it was good. We sat down as a family, ate everything, and, the barbecue chicken and the nice iceberg lettuce. Andrew was picking the lettuce off and eating it by itself, which was strange because he's never done that before. But the fact that he's just eating lettuce on his own is really good. So there's the cranberry loaf, and then a nice chocolate raspberry coffee. It was so good just to sit down and have something that I did make homemade. And then I did go ahead and make lunches for tomorrow because it's a really, really busy day, and I want to make sure that I have something to eat. And then it cleans up the last of the chicken and the salad. We still have some grapes to eat. So it wasn't the most exciting Monday, but it was a really good, productive Monday for myself that is setting me up for a very successful week.